Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Huncho back at you again with another video. And so I've got a couple of stories that I wanted to go over with you guys that have came out over this past weekend. And in this first story, what started off as a nice family day out at the beach in Merseyside had seen a triple stabbing where all three of the victims, including a 16-year-old boy, had been airlifted to hospital as the result of their injuries. At around 7:10 PM on the 30th of May 2021, emergency services were called to Formby Beach in Merseyside to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived at the beach, described as a beauty spot, they didn't find beauty, they found quite the opposite, as three males had been found stabbed on the beach in front of families. Two 20-year-olds and again a 16-year-old had been airlifted to hospital, where one of the 20-year-olds was left in a critical but stable condition, whilst the other two were left with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. As it stands right now as to what exactly happened, there is conflicting reports, with one man telling the Liverpool Echo that a man had been attacked during a pre-arranged fight with an axe and a samurai sword. He said, quote, "The lad who was losing the fight pulled out an axe and hit the other lad with it. His mate then pulled out a samurai sword and used that too. It was bad." Whilst another person wrote on Facebook that this wasn't arranged and was unprovoked. The police seem to be going with the lead that this was an unprovoked attack though, as in a statement they've come out to say, "We believe that this was an unprovoked attack. Last night officers spoke to a large number of people who were leaving the beach to gather vital intelligence. Every piece of information we are given is vital to our investigation, so I'd like to ask anyone who saw what happened to come forward as soon as possible." After many difficult months, it was good to see people out enjoying themselves at the beach yesterday. The fact that three young people have been attacked in this way is truly shocking and disappointing, and our officers will be increasing patrols in the area over the coming days and weeks. And so, again, just like the police officer did say, people are now going out and enjoying the sun, and people who have been subscribed to my channel for a little while, they will know that police higher-ups did come out to say that as lockdown was going to ease, we would see these violent incidents occur, and of course, we've seen this shocking incident happen over this past weekend. Luckily for the three people, they did go on to survive, but they are in hospital recovering from their injuries, and that's the latest update we've got into this story so far. But moving on to our next story, and over these past couple of months, we've been going over some stories where the general public has gone out of their way and put their own life on the line in order to help other people out. Unfortunately, in both of the stories we've looked at where this has happened, both men, that being Jimmy who tried to save a woman drowning in the Thames, and Tunde who tried to protect his son from a knife man on a bus, both died as a result of their heroic actions. Well, today some sad news has developed over these past couple of days, as heroic actions have cost the life of another person on the streets of the capital. At around 5:30 PM, emergency services were called to Essex Road in Islington to reports of a stabbing. When they arrived, they found a 56-year-old man by the name of Tony Eastlake, and despite paramedics performing open heart surgery on the side of the road, he would go on to be pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses who were at the scene have described Tony as being involved in an altercation with another man before going on to be stabbed, and it's believed he was trying to stop a mugging from happening, but the mugger turned on him and then he was stabbed to death. Mark Kennedy, longtime friend of Tony, was with him when he got stabbed, and the stabbing actually happened outside of Mark's home. Mark would go on to tell My London News that he saw Tony get stabbed in the back by a quote young kid who didn't look back. In a statement from the Metropolitan Police, Detective Chief Inspector Vicky Tunstall said, "We have a dedicated team of officers working around the clock to find the person or people responsible, and I would like to hear from anybody who could help our investigation. I'm particularly keen to hear from people who were in Halliford Road or Ecclesbourne Road between 5:20 PM and 5:25 PM. Did you see Tony, or did you witness an altercation or see anyone running away? As it stands right now though, no arrests have been made and inquiries are ongoing into this situation. And so again, another tragic story in where someone's heroic actions have led to them going on to be killed. And for today's story, Mark was actually described as a placid man who had never been in a fight and had never been arrested. So the fact that he went out of his way in order to stop someone getting mugged is completely out of character for him. But it does go to show that people still do care for one another, which is very different to what we see nowadays. But unfortunately, because of this, he would sadly go on to lose his life. Now, as you guys know, I do like to use my platform where I can to help out, and in this situation, a GoFundMe page has been set up for Tony, which I will leave linked down in the description below. So if donating is something that you guys can do, feel free. If not, just sharing and bringing awareness to the situation will help out massively. But I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to Tony, and I do want to send my condolences over to his family and friends. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.